Okay, here we go. Second half action. About 2 minutes and 30 seconds before we start the clock for second half action, where the Lynnfield Pioneers are ahead of the Ipswich Tigers 16-0. A reminder that last year's Ipswich versus Lynnfield game was up in Ipswich, and the Tigers took it to the Pioneers pretty well. It was a 33-7 loss in the Fall 2 season, and that was the first defeat for the Lynnfield Pioneers of the Fall 2 season. The Ipswich Tigers rebuilding this year after a 6-0 season last year, where they were the Cal Baker champions. And this year, 0-2 on the season. The Lynnfield Pioneers on the other side, looking to put together 2 wins in a row if possible. They beat Saugus 1-0, and went to 1-0, 28-0 2 weeks ago. Had a bye last week, and back in action tonight under the lights here on a Friday evening. We just had a little bit of rain, but it was a passing shower. Felt pretty good, actually. And we all know how wonderful technology works with the rain. So as long as I don't get electrocuted, we're going to bring you second half action in about 1 minute and 20 seconds. So stay tuned after the break. .45-yard line. Okay, now we've got a little bit of straightening out of that end of the first half penalty. It was assessed on the kickoff here, which is why the Ipswich Tigers are kicking off in Pioneer territory. So we'll see if the Ipswich Tigers can press the Pioneers deep into their own territory with this kick. They try to go onside. It's picked up alertly by 55 for the Lynnfield Pioneers. 55 is Brady Mills, I believe. So Brady Mills getting in on the action, recovers a big onside kick there. That could have certainly shifted momentum quite a bit to the Tigers as we started the second half here. So instead of getting pressed back deep into their own end zone, Pioneers take over 1st and 10 from their own 36-yard line, so have good field position here. Coach Pat LeMuster on the sideline calling in the play here. They get the wind behind them here, so might try to see if they can take it to the air. Nick Rasponi again back at quarterback, spread formation. Gives the ball up the middle, though, again to James Sharkey. Number 1, James Sharkey with the carry. Tackled on the play by number 11 for Ipswich, Brad McGowan, excuse me, for the Tigers. Lynnfield picks up about 5 on the play after the Sharkey carry, so 2nd down and 5 at the 41-yard line, 42-yard line. Wind starting to pick up a little bit here now in the second half. Trips up to the top of the screen, man in motion here, number 5. Fakes the give, goes back the other way. There's James Sharkey, and he could go all the way again, folks. James got one person to beat, and he does into the end zone. Great run by James Sharkey. That was a big play by James Sharkey on a fake, the jet sweep to the man in motion there. That was number 5, Joey Cuccinello. Certainly have to keep an eye on him. So faked the jet sweep and just gave it right up the middle. Took advantage of the flow of the defense, and James just found a big hole, hit the gas, and kept running. That was a 52-yard run for James Sharkey as he takes the ball all the way into the Tiger end zone. Puts the Pioneers up for the moment at 22-0. And it looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field to see if they can make it a three-score game at 24 even. Shotgun snap back to Nick. He throws it a little bit high for his receiver there, unable to connect.
The try is no good. Pioneers 22, Ipswich 0.
So 22-0 after the big run by James Sharkey. Great to see him running down the field on that play. So once again, 22-0, 11 minutes and 4 seconds now left in the third period. Lynnfield starting to take control here of this Ipswich team. And really starting to take control of this game. Okay, once again, Kevin Connolly back to kick. Last kick, he was able to get it into the end zone for a touchback. The Ipswich Tigers are back a little bit now. Last time they're on the 15, now looks like they're on the 8 or 9.
Number 14, Kevin Connolly back to kick for the Pioneers.
So set to kick off here. Here's the windup and the kick. It's again another big kick into the end zone by Kevin Connolly. That's another touchback.
All the way down to the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Ipswich will take over for their own 20-yard line.
Another touchback and no return by the Tigers. So they'll start off again deep in their own territory, first and 10 from their own 20-yard line. All right, first and 10 now for the Tigers, again from their own 20-yard line. Wing T formation, number 7 in motion. Number 10 goes out. Oh. Number 10 goes back deep for, not back deep for a pass, but dumps it off quickly to number 7. That's Dave Lonergan, hit immediately on the play. I think that was Joey Cuccinello on the tackle.
Second and about 9.
Gains 1 on the pass, second and 9. So one of the things about the wing T, great for running, difficult to throw out of it unless you go to the spread formation. So we'll see what Ipswich tries to do now as they're behind by 3 scores. Man in motion right to left now, pitch out to that man in motion. Big tackle on the play. Again, 24, Spencer Riley on the play, as well as number 52, Nick Marzanowski on the play.
Loss of a couple yards in the play. We'll bring up.
Makes the tackle in the backfield, so now it'll be 3rd and 11 for the Tigers. As the Lynnfield defense looks very different from the first series that they faced against the Ipswich Tigers, where they were giving up 4, 5, 6 yards a carry to the Ipswich Tigers on the run. But the defense really has turned things around here after that first drive, and thanks to a couple of turnovers, we're able to keep them out of the end zone. So Ipswich now going to that mini spread. Man in motion now, left to right. Quarterback fades back for the pass. He's flushed out of the pocket. He's going to be hit and tackled. Behind the line of scrimmage again by number 44. Great pursuit from the backside end. Stephen Dreyer. That's another sack on the play by Aiden Arnold. Loss of another 1 on the play. It'll be 4th and 12 now. So again, the Pioneers really finding their footing here in the second half. 9:30 left in the third quarter. So Lynnfield will get the ball back. Ipswich Tigers kicking into the wind.
Back to receive.
So we'll see exactly what may happen here. Charlie Capichetti back deep for the Pioneers, standing at about his own 48-yard line. Punt is off. It's a short punt. Takes a Lynnfield bounce and picked up by the Ipswich Tigers at the 45-yard line going into Ipswich. Coach is getting kind of agitated by some aggressive play on the field.
The Pioneers will take over. First and 10.
Number 11, Camerengi in the action now for us down at the wide receiver spot. Split out to the left. Receiver calling in the play here. Raz back in the shotgun formation as usual. Looks like Rob Marley in the backfield along with him. Quick pitch out. Rob Marley gets the handoff there. Again on that delayed handoff. Looks like we got a holding call on the play, though, where that's going to come back, unfortunately. We've got some laundry on the play, but another effective use of that fake jet sweep inside handoff to Rob Marley. And we'll go back and look at that play on the rewind. You can do that on YouTube, by the way. You can rewind. Because he was virtually untouched. So that fake jet sweep with the inside handoff, 2 plays now have really seen some things happen with it. So the penalty is obviously accepted because the penalty happened downfield. It's a spot foul, so the holding call brings it back down, basically at the basically back where we started from. So we'll see what the Pioneers can do again. First and 10. It's like the play never happened, unfortunately. Shotgun snap back to Raz. He's looking back to throw. Dumps off a quick screen to number 23 again. He's going up the sideline, fighting through a number of tackles there. Robert Marley, thanks to some effective downfield blocking, takes it all the way down to the 14 for the Lynnfield Pioneers. So the Pioneers take the short punt. They score a touchdown, but it gets called back because of holding, and then push it down the field on the short screen pass back again to Bob Marley. Shotgun snap back to Nick. He fades back to his pocket. He finds the short screen again, unable to connect across the middle, unfortunately, to number 17 for the Lynnfield Pioneers. That's Jack Kalichman cutting across the middle there. So it'll be second down and 10 now from the Tigers' 13-yard line.
Let's hear it for him.
So spread formation again here. Usual formation for the Pioneers. We got Camerengi and Kevin Connolly, down low here. Number 5 in motion. Gives it to him on the sweep here. That's Joey Cuccinello. He's looking for a spot, but can't find it. Jakes one way, fakes the other way, still on his feet, still fighting for yards. And finally brought down by a swarm of Ipswich Pioneers, Ipswich Tigers. Getting a little late here. He takes nothing, though, and converts it to about a gain of 4 on the play. It'll be third down and 6.
Approximately 6 to go.
All right, spread formation again, 2 up and 2 down. Oh, shotgun snap over the head of Nick Razzaboni. He takes it on a bounce. Raz throws it into the end zone, sees what he can find, and there's nothing there.
Razzaboni pass.
Incredible block coming back on number 66 for the Ipswich Tigers. I hope he's okay. He got really hit hard racing around to get Nick Razzaboni and unable to pick him up there.
It'll be 4th and 6 for the Pioneers.
All right, so looks like we're in for something of a treat here because with the score up 22, looks like the Pioneers are going to look for a field goal. This is the second field goal attempt of the young season. Kevin Connolly tried a 47-yarder in the first game and was unable to make that. This looks like it'll be a 14, 15, 25-yarder. Ball is down, kick is up, and it looks like it's right down the middle. That's first field goal for the Lynnfield Pioneers this season and the Fall 2 season. So puts 3 on the board for the Lynnfield Pioneers as Kevin Connolly splits the uprights. Good for 3. 25-0, 7:28 left in the third period as Lynnfield takes command of the game over the Ipswich Tigers. Another low line drive kick by Kevin Connolly, taken about at the 5-yard line, swarmed by all kinds of Lynnfield's tacklers on the play. So more good field position for the Pioneers as they're able to contain the kickoff. Sorry I wasn't able to get to the camera quickly enough there because I was updating the quarter and the score. But first and 10 from the 24-yard line now for the Tigers as the Lynnfield Pioneers start to get a couple other folks onto the field here.
Ipswich will take over first and 10 from their own 19.
First and 10 now for the Tigers from their own 19. As we see number 11 now, Camerengi in at the left cornerback position. Tigers again in their wing T formation. No motion on the play. Give to number 7. Races up through the right C gap there. Tackled on the play by number 13, Jack Phelps, as well as number 44, Stephen Dreyer. Gain of about 4 on the play. It'll be second down and 6 from the 23-yard line. Hope you guys are having as much fun as I am with the game and the action. Great to see the Pioneers playing here in September. Last year certainly was a bit of a disappointment. Fortunately, we were able to shift things over to the Fall 2 season and get a couple of games in. But there's nothing like fall football. And here we are, September 24th. It is exactly one day into fall. So second down and 6. Again, Ipswich in the wing T formation. No motion. Give out to the left there to number 12. Bangs away for a few yards there. Tackle on the play. James Sharkey, as well as number 52, Nick Marcinowski. It'll bring up third down and short, about 2 on the play. All right, so third and 2 on the play. Big play for the Tigers. As they give up the middle to number 12, he rambles ahead. Henry Wright able to break through that Pioneer defense and not only pick up the first down, but streak ahead for Quite the gain there. Stops at about the 44-yard line. So we'll bring up a 1st and 10 now for the Tigers as they try to see if they can get on track here in the second half. So next week, friends, 6:30 away at Newburyport, the Lynnfield Pioneers will be taking their game up in the Newburyport next Friday night. So stay tuned for more action on that. Meanwhile, back here at Pioneer Stadium, 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Blitz coming up through the middle, sweep out here to the right, tackle on the play by 52. That's Nick Marcinowski coming from his backside tackle position, able to make the tackle. Not until he gets about 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
Down by number 52, Nick Marcinowski for Lynnfield. On the slip for about 3 yards and bring up 2nd down and 7 to go.
All right, 2nd down and 7 now for the Tigers. Again, out of the wing T formation. Quarterback fades back for the pass, looks to his left, comes out to his right. He's going to be hit. Ooh. Hit by Mackay Peters, but he's able to escape that tackle.
Brought down by
And number 10, Aiden Arnold, the quarterback, is able to snake his way forward for a couple of yards. I thought that was going to be a loss, but Aiden did a miraculous job of avoiding the tackle there. Brings up a big 3rd down now as he's able to get ahead a few yards, where it'll now be 3rd and 2. Chase Goldberg, number 64, in for the Pioneers now at nose tackle. Try to see if we can keep them from gaining this 2 yards. Oh, fumble on the play. Ball's on the ground. It's still on the ground. First recovered by the Tigers.
recovered by Ipswich. We'll bring up 4th and 4.
So loss of 1 on the play as the ball was fumbled by the quarterback behind the center. So they'll move that back 1 yard. It'll be a long 4 now for the 4th and 4. All right, here we go. 4th down. Go with 2 receivers up top for the Tigers. Man in motion, right to left, number 24. Quarterback fades back, looks for the quick screen. It's complete. It's going to be available for some yardage there as number 7. Dave Lonergan gets the 1st down and then some. On the quick out, he had some blockers in front of him there, was able to gain quite a few yards in the play. Picks up about 15, 16 yards in the play. It'll be 1st down and 10 now in Pioneer territory at the 36-yard line.
Tonight's winning number of the 50-50 raffle. Check your red tickets. 804-882. 804-882. That's tonight's 50-50 number.
All right, here we go now. 1st and 10. 1:52 left in the 3rd quarter. Blitz showing up the middle, tackled in the backfield. That's again Spencer Riley with a big tackle in the backfield.
He's running back 1200 right in the backfield for a lot.
Great tackle on the play by Spencer Riley. We do have an injured Pioneer on the field. We'll cut the mic so we can come back to the action. All right, that was senior captain Nick Marcinowski down on the play. He's been banged up a little bit so far this year. Hopefully he'll be okay after he takes the rest of the night off and gets some ice on it over the weekend. Meanwhile, back to the action here. It is second down and 12 for the Tigers as they enter Pioneer territory. Second down at the 38-yard line. All right, quarterback fades back. He looks out deep. In and out of the hands on the right sideline by number 11. Matt McGowan was there on the play. A.J. Chirodana was the defender on that play. Good pass by the quarterback, able to get it out there, unable to make the play. That would have been about a, let's see here, 34-yard pass potentially. Well, not quite, about a 24-yard pass. So third down and 12 now again for the Tigers as we wind down. Well, clock stopped on the incomplete pass. It's about a minute left here in the third quarter rather. All right, so wing T formation. We've got a split receiver down to the right here, number 2. Man in motion from left to right there. Quick handoff out to the right. Number 7's got that Lonergan. He's wrapped up quickly by, again, Spencer Riley. And Rob Marley.
Number 23, Robert Marley.
And number 4, A.J. Chirodana. So lots of good coverage by the defense on that play as they swarm David Lonergan, who's been tied up for most of the game today. I've had Spencer Riley up on the screen there for quite a few minutes, but as it turns out, he's been involved in almost every play anyway, so it worked out just fine. So 4th and 9 now on the play on the field here. We got twins now to the left-hand side. Well, actually, it's a mini spread formation we've kind of seen a couple of times. We'll see what the Tigers can do out of it. Man in motion now left to right. Number 7, that's Lonergan. Looks out to the left for that screen. Number 11 catches it in the flat. He's hit by a couple of Pioneers there on the play. Trying to get a number. Not enough for the first down, though. As I think that might have been Rob Marley from his linebacker position making the tackle there on the play. So turnover on downs as the Pioneers take over 1st and 10 on their own 22-yard line. Jack Califrin and Kevin Colley now wide to the right of the field. Down low here, we've got number 4. Of course, that's A.J. Chirodana. Trips up to the left, up to the right, excuse me, along with Joey Cuccinello. Give right up the middle to James Sharkey. Again, weaving through the defenders, finds a bit of an open hole as he's taken down close to the first down. And that'll be the end of the third quarter. So now as the Lynnfield Pioneers, again, take command of this game here in the fourth quarter, 25-0 on the touchdowns as well as the field goal. We're going to put you on mute here for a minute, folks, during the break, and we'll come back in the action momentarily. Sorry, I was on mute there. I had some fantastic commentary about James Sharkey's run, but it's nothing you hadn't heard before. James goes right up the middle, weaves through the defenders, hippity hoppity, and before you know it, he's got a gain of 6 yards. So 2nd down and 4 on the play now for the Pioneers as they line up with trips up to the top of the field with Jack Kalishman down here at the right. You're going to keep it on the ground. There he goes. Bob Marley with the incredible 57-yard run for the Pioneers. Rob Marley has gone crazy on those runs, folks. One thing you can say about Rob Marley tonight, folks, is he be jamming. That's all I can say, and I'm sorry. But anyway, so that's 31-0 here now in the quarter. Kevin Connolly back again for the extra point kick. Charlie Capuchetti down to hold. Snap is back, low snap. Charlie's going to pick that up and run with it. Try to see if he can get into the end zone, and he makes it. So low snap on the play. Charlie doesn't try to mess with the hold there. He's trained to pick it up and run with it if he can't get the hold down, which he did, found the gap, pushed it in for the 2-point conversion. Now that's 33-0.
Blows. Got the colors right, all high and tight, straight up ready to roll. We've been grilling and chilling since 9 o'clock. It's kickoff time, so give them the rock. And this place is gonna explode from the edge to the 50-yard line. Everybody's ready for one.
Okay, here we are, folks. 10:35 left in the game, 33-0 here. Ipswich still trying to find their footing while the Lynnfield Pioneers tried to keep the ball down on the ground, but Rob Marley again with the sweep out here to the right. You could see the play develop. Once he got past the line of scrimmage, he found his footing, kicked it into another gear, and he was gone. So Pioneers again trying to kick it off here from the 40-yard line. Kevin Connolly ready to kick off. Back are number 14 and number 7 for the Ipswich Tigers. Number 14 and David Lonergan back for the Tigers. Kevin Connolly kicking into a bit of a breeze now. See if he can get some leg into it. Kick is a long and high kick. Gets down to about the 5-yard line where it bounces. Number 7, David Lonergan, takes the ball, gets outside, but tackled by a bunch of Pioneers, including number 34, Devin DeLutis, and number 11, Cam Merengue on the stop. There was a fumble out of bounds there, but he was pretty much almost out of bounds already. So good kick by Kevin Connolly, gets down to about the 5-yard line into the wind there. Actually works really well in terms of field position because the return man wasn't able to hold on to the ball. Bobbled it a little bit, and the ball ends up now on the 13-yard line. So timeout on the play. All right, we got some new defenders into the game now for the Pioneers, as again they have the comfortable lead of 33-0. We're hopefully going to see some of the other folks make some tackles here in the play. Number 10 rolls out to his right, finds number 7 Lonigan in the flat again. Tackle on the play by a couple of the Pioneers over there. Number 14, Kevin Connolly on the play at middle linebacker. Up front, we see number 66. That's Gabe Schmitz. We also see number 65. That's Jimmy Marini. Number 20 is Rupert Thomas. Number 7 is Kevin Julian. Number 9 is Jack DeGangi. 34 is Devin DeLudes at the linebacker position, along with Kevin Connolly at the middle inside linebacker. Back here in the secondary, we've got still number 2. Oh, that's Brian Ells now at the safety. And I'll get number 15 as the other safety. That's Kyle Schmitz. Deep pass, looking for number 24 on the streaking pattern. Covered by Brian Ellis, but unable to connect with the receiver on that play. So a few more Pioneers coming to the game now. 62. No, excuse me, 62. I didn't think it was Nick Marcinowski. Quinn Hardesty, he's a sophomore in there at defensive tackle. 42 at the linebacker position. That's sophomore Cole Haas. Number 50 is also in there, Alex Baldini. He's also a sophomore. In motion now from left to right. Hand off over to that right-hand side. Tackle on the play after a gain of a few on the play. Looks like it's enough for a first down. Devin DeLudes on the stop at his middle linebacker position. Kevin Connolly also back in. Gabe Schmitz making a tackle on the play. 6:23 now left in the fourth quarter, I should say. Sorry about that. Ipswich a little slow to break the huddle here as the Lynnfield defense waits for them to arrive in the line of scrimmage. Okay, a little wider spread formation now for the Ipswich Tigers. Potentially see a pass play coming out of this formation. Man in motion now right to left. Quarterback fades back. He's swarmed on the play. Tackled well into the backfield by number 20. Rupert Thomas. The senior makes the big tackle in the backfield there, driving them all the way back to the 20-yard line, where it'll be second down and, I don't know, a lot. It's a lot of yards, folks. So great playing experience here for a lot of the underclassmen. And see if they can get some good experience against this first string still here on the Ipswich side. Hand off to number 7, Lonergan. He goes out to the right-hand side, cuts up through the middle, gets quite a few on the play, taken down on the play. Number 17, Jack Kalishman on the tackle for the Pioneers. Great running back Lonergan there. He's just been stymied by the Lynnfield defense throughout most of the game, and really except for that first drive and a half. All right, we've got some new folks again here circling in. Number 10, Jamil Nadansi is in. Fan favorite. Four-minute warning now for the game. And we also have whistle on the play. Got a little commotion on the Tigers.
Ball start on Ipswich. 5-yard penalty. Bring up third and 11.
Rupert Thomas back in now for the Pioneers. Look to see if big Jimmy Marini from his nose tackle position, number 65, can make a play here. Looks like they might be trying to do a little bit of a stunt there with Jimmy. Pass on the play, quarterback that's flushed out. And an interception.
Intercepted by number 7 for Lynnfield,
Kevin Julian makes the interception on the play.
First and 10
So
from Ipswich's 20.
Lynnfield Pioneers get the interception on the third down pass by the Lynnfield Tigers. The second string able to make a play there, and quarterback flushes out to his left, tries to throw on the run, isn't able to connect there. Interception by the Pioneers. As the clock continues to wind here, we'll see who the Pioneers put in for offense. But with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in the game, fair to say that the Pioneers are probably going to try to milk the clock, keep it on the ground, and get out of here without any injuries. Timeout Lynnfield. We'll go to mute, and we'll be right back after these commercial messages. Okay, David Tracy into the game now. Hands off on the sweep out to number 2. That's Brian Ellis, senior wide receiver, on the quick flash out to the right. Number 12 in the game at quarterback for the Pioneers. That's David Tracy. So some fantastic rushing yards tonight. I don't have the stats. Hopefully you guys can get them soon.
An iPhone was just turned in. If you've lost an iPhone, come to the press box.
An iPhone was lost, apparently, so
iPhone has been turned in up at the press box.
if you have lost an iPhone and are listening to this broadcast, well, you're out of luck. All right, back to the game. Trips up wide to the left. Number 34, Devin DeLudes in the backfield. 88 down here, low to the right. Hands it off right up the middle. Devin DeLudes, he breaks a tackle and almost breaks a second one.
Number 12, Dave Tracy, to number 34, David DeLudes. Good enough for first down.
And Devin gets a first down, makes it down to about the 10-yard line. They're going to call it first and goal from the 10. And we wind down the clock. It's 42 seconds left. So we'll see what the I think they're going into the victory formation here as quarterback
Victory formation by Lynnfield.
David Tracy gets the ball for the kneel down there. 22 seconds left in the game. That appears to be the ball game, folks, as Lynnfield wins in convincing fashion, trying to get the crowd into it here in the waning seconds of the game. So, after an interesting first quarter where the Ipswich Tigers were able to drive the ball on the ground. Lynnfield had an interception to thwart the first drive by the Ipswich Tigers, and then another turnover, fumble on the play, and received by the Lynnfield Pioneers on the second drive. Lynnfield able to put points on the board early and never relinquished the lead as they take control of the game here and beat the Ipswich Tigers 33-0. That's about it for me here at Pioneer Stadium. We are going to look forward to Friday night's game up in Newburyport, 6:30 p.m. up in Newburyport. We'll be looking forward to the action as the 2-0 Lynnfield Pioneers take it up to Newburyport and see if they can go ahead and handle the Yachtsmen from Newburyport. We'll see you, folks. Have a great weekend and enjoy.